Everybody, get into the 40-day soul fast with me. So day one of the 40-day fast is all about transforming. So I want to get into, you got to get this book, right? So she talks about why 40 days, why the number 40 is so important, how it relates to so many giants in the Bible. She talks about the cocoon and how it takes 40 days for a caterpillar to transform into a butterfly. How the great giants of faith in the Bible, like Noah, Moses, Elijah, and Jesus, they all did miraculous things within the 40-day time frame. So within your transforming, you take on awareness, right? So that's the first characteristic. So she says the soul is seated in human reflective consciousness, passion, intelligence. So it houses the mind, your will, your emotions. The first step in living authentically is about being aware of who you are. And she said, you are wonderful, intelligent, a creative person God has made you to be. So you need to grasp that fact. The other step is to be aware of the impact your thoughts, your words, your attitudes, and your behaviors have on other people and the quality of life. So she asked, Cindy Trimm asked three questions during this process of self-awareness. So I'm going to read these questions to you, and I want you to take some time to think about them. Get you a journal and journal these questions, and hopefully you can see yourself and get some understanding of what you need to work on. The first question is to describe what you believe you are. Describe what you believe are some outstanding characteristics about yourself. So what are you good at? What are some things that, you feel that stand out for you? So we're not asking about your basic characteristics. If you are someone that can do a flip or a cartwheel, if you're someone who can sing, if you're someone who has the ability to speak, those are the things that she's asking you to speak about or to kind of document. The second one is, how do you capitalize on those harnesses and inherit the power within you? So you can capitalize on them for financial capitalization, or working them out in your ministry, working them out in some other aspect of your life. Number three is, what more can you do to maximize your unique set of gifts and minimize your own speculars of shortcomings? So when you look at your own shortcomings, what do you feel like what did you know that you need to work on to maximize your gift? So if you're someone who can sing, we can use that as an example. Are you willing to take singing lessons? And people think just because you can sing, you don't need singing lessons. You need to sharpen your gift. If you're someone that can speak, are you learning how to say the proper things? Are you growing in that area? Have you ever taken a speech class? I remember I took a speech class when I was in college and I hated it, but it really, really helped me to learn how to speak, learn how to say what it is I wanted to say. I always took the time in college to talk because I felt like it helped me to say out loud what I was thinking in my head. And if it sounds good inside, but then when you say it outside, it doesn't sound right, then that's something you need to work on. Okay. So in addition to that, she said to embrace your personality, your personal responsibility to discover your purpose, your mission, and your assignment for life. If you're not embracing who you are, if you're not looking at if you're only focused on the things you don't do well and you're not focused on the things you do well, then you're not going to get a great quality of life. You're not going to move, you're not going to excel, you're not going to elevate, and you're going to constantly have this negative thinking. You're going to constantly, connect to toxicity. You wonder why your life is full of toxic people, toxic things. Look at what you're thinking about. Look at the energy you bring into your life. Are you always looking at on social media? Do you continue to engage in watching fights and all this? You know how it is. You get caught up in stuff. There's certain things you feel in your spirit and you shouldn't be watching. Do you still keep watching it? Those things resonate in your soul, right? So she has about 24 other questions that are part of this. And I probably will put some in the chat. So in the description, a few of the questions, but you've got to get the book. 40 days, day one. Stay tuned.